Whoa, that was a good jump. Whew. Alright, so it's been a bit of an adventure to get here today. First part of this video is going to seem a little bit like I'm complaining. Probably because I am. I think I'm justified though. So, first of all, welcome to another Scruffy City fishing video. If you're new to the channel, I'm a very amateur fisherman, fish from kayaks, bass boats, banks, whatever, located in Knoxville, Tennessee. I usually fish around this area. I haven't uploaded in a while. Recently, we went down to St. Augustine Beach, where I was determined that I was going to catch some fish from the surf, intercoastal or otherwise. Did not take a kayak this time just because of gas prices. I have a Honda Ridgeline, which I know is not a real truck, but it sure gets real truck gas mileage. So, built a video here. I did catch like one fish out of the surf the whole time. So. As you can see, not great a surf fisherman. I typically do my best work here on the French Broad River, here in Knoxville. And have somebody watching from the bank over there. I feel awkward. I didn't know there was anybody there. But the first ramp I went to, it started pouring down rain on me. So, and it was a really rough ramp. It's on the map as a ramp, but it's really more of just like a rabbit trail down to the water. So then we went to Huffacre Ferry, Cruise Landing, depending on what you want to call it. And there was somebody like camped out at the bottom of the ramp with their car. So just a little bit of etiquette advice there. I understand that people need places to swim and fish from the bank, but they had no intention of moving. There was 2 or 3 people waiting to put in. I got frustrated and left. I just hit my camera with the paddle. So here we are at 7 Islands. And hopefully we can get into some kind of fish with just a little bit of daylight left. So water temperature is 74. They're rotating, running water upstream and then turning it back off. 1 hour pulses. Douglas Lake is upstream from here. I'm going to make a video explaining how to paddle each of the more popular, prominent areas around Knoxville soon. But they tend to do, in the summer, these, I call them pulses, like they'll run for an hour, I guess make some electricity, keep the water flowing, and then they'll turn it off. And then a few hours later they'll run it again and so forth. So a little bit of current, like I said, water temperature 74, which is pretty warm for this area, but it's not anything like it was a few weeks ago when I was on the Holson, which runs parallel to the French Broad, where it was 80 degrees, and that is really hot for a tailwater smallmouth. It's a big drop off. I'm trying to get this rugby head, swing head jig to run along the bottom, but it's like I cast up towards the bank, it sinks down, and then there's a big ledge. It's 14 feet deep right here, or 13 now. So just falling off of that drop off. They may be sitting right on the edge of that, I don't know. But it's just going right over top of them. But in general, in summer, their metabolism is a lot faster. They're more prone to chase things down, even if they're not hungry. Well, I rephrase that. They'll chase things down because they're hungry more often. So I wanted to do something that moves, because it's fun. But we do have Ned rig tied on, in case this doesn't work out so hot. But there's a little rock pile over here that I'm just down just a hair, concentrating on it now. I don't know if it goes out in the water at all, but there's some pipes next to it. And typically that's a good sign. I'm getting eat up on a drop shot right now. It's like it's just tapping it, but not taking it. feels heavy though, almost like the fish is on there. That's so weird, it's not sinking, but there's not a fish on there. Unless there is. There he is. Whoa, that was a good jump. I can't get my net. I'm just gonna boat flip this guy. He's not a bad fish. He's not happy about the situation though. You really thought you had me fooled. There we go. Interesting, I hooked him in the bottom of the mouth. It's almost, I mean, it's a smallmouth. You can tell by the way his jawline is, but wish I had somebody with me to like hold fish. I can get some of these awesome pictures, but yeah, see his jawline. It goes to about as high, but thank you, buddy. Don't tell your friends. It's important you tell them not to tell their friends. So this is a VMC spin shot hook, and ouch, it's sharp. If you notice, I have my lure hooked upside down here. That's not on purpose, but hey, it works. We're gonna leave it that way. But the idea that I use these VMC split shot hooks or spin shot is that I can cut this off and tie, say, Cinco or something like that. It keeps me versatile on the kayak, so I can switch out really quick and tilt you down a little bit here. That way I'm not constantly having to cut off, because I go braid to fluoro leader, and then of course to the hook, and then I got the weight down below that. Turn around where you can see I'm fishing off of this bluff wall. Honestly, I don't have much time, because over there, this is gonna be a terrible angle. Over there, there's some clouds coming. If you see the wind's picking up, based on the weather the last few days, it's gonna rain again. It's just a matter of when. So hopefully we can get another fish or two. But that was exciting. I'm excited to fish this transition zone. I had a thought, I came to it, executed it. Joe thought that was a pretty fun bite. Smart fish. Oh, I'm getting blown around. I don't want to anchor in 20 feet of water. I'm getting blown off my spot though. May not have a choice but to anchor in 20 feet of water. Kind of forgot I don't have an anchor in the water. It's over here next to me. So like I said, when I went to the first ramp, I mean, it started pouring. So I wasn't able to go and really try to get my kayak down to the water. I mean, I could have in the rain, but I didn't bring a rain jacket because it said it was like a 10% chance of rain the rest of the day. Well, I was at 10% apparently. Those clouds up there look not happy. So just had a second bite. And he was a little further out. Now I don't know how long the other one had in him. He toyed with it for a long time. So I don't know if they're following it out into the deeper water, or if there's a ledge, like there's a shelf, comes down and they're sitting on that ledge. I keep casting over there real close to the bluff. I may change my... Oh man! Come back, fish. How hard he hit it? He wanted it real bad. But yeah, it wasn't right when it hit the water. It was like it came out a little bit, so may cast more of an angle a little further away these next few casts. But they're down there and they're wanting this drop shot. I just have to execute, stop setting the hook at the first little nibble. I swear, it's like if you haven't had a good trip in a while where you caught a bunch of fish, you get real jumpy. I think we got really lucky. Over here to my right, there are some really dark clouds. There we go. Look at that over there. That felt a little fishy just then. It's a little dark sleeper. It's like a tiny one. It's on BFS combo. Some hope, whatever it is, if there is a fish down there, hasn't swallowed it and swimming with it. Want to catch a fish? Yes. Don't want to gut hook one because I'm using a small lure. Yeah, it's a little largemouth. Look at that. Still one of the eyes from a dark sleeper. Okay, my phone's like one back. Let's just get this fish back in the water. He's a little largemouth, but it's still cool. I don't know, has he got a spot on his tongue? Not really. He had some extra spots on the side. Kind of made me wonder if it wasn't spotted bass. Oh, I'm getting nervous, guys. I'm getting nervous. Wind's picking up. Dark clouds are like all around me. And I'm a solid like 15-minute paddle from the ramp against this wind. I'm gonna have to head back in a minute, even though I have found some fish. As tempting as it is to just swim a dark sleeper along, really, you're supposed to fish them like a jig. Just kind of drag them, pop them. I have caught fish just kind of slowly swimming along the bottom, almost like what I'm trying to do with this guy. It seems like the fish are wanting smaller baits down through here, which the Ned rig. I kind of wonder if like they're seeing their friends get hooked in the face and they're like, nope, not biting that. This big bow on my line though, you can't see it from this camera angle I'm guessing, but there's a big bow on my line because of the wind. It's really killing my ability to... He's not happy with that situation. Okay. Calm down, dude. What the heck was that? This is embarrassing, fish. Oh! I like the same one. Doesn't have as many spots. Alright, don't tell your friends. I keep saying I'm gonna throw a little more cast and then I'm gonna paddle back because the radar does not look favorable. But if I keep getting bites, how am I supposed to leave? Like, how are you supposed to do that? Somehow this fish is like re-threaded this Ned rig. went from having a fish to a wooden fish or a rock fish. I thought I was swimming with it. So update, I hung. It never rained. I got lucky. Maybe it was meant to be that I had to come to this ramp. We're gonna get this unhung and hopefully find some more fish. This is a tiny fish. Oh, that was a quick release. He knocked the absolute snot out of this thing. I've gone through a few baits. You see I'm still in the same spot. Managed to avoid the rain and got a few minutes before I have to go. So I thought I'd throw Old Faithful kayak out there and see if I'd have any luck. And I got a few bites right off the bat, and that little guy, that was the first cast of that spot. And you see, kayaks doing what kayak does. They must taste amazing, but man, they do not. And I bought some, you can see, some special jig heads. They have a lot of teeth to them, but doesn't seem to matter. After just a bite or two with the kayak, they start sliding down that hook, not running right. I always kind of joke that I say, oh, that fish hit really hard. That fish is mad. Imagine like, this is equivalent to somebody dropping a piece of pizza down in front of my face, and then I get a hook in the mouth. I wouldn't be happy about it either. Got 8 minutes before I have to head back. Just gonna fish pretty aggressively. Oh! Right here with the kayak. Maybe I'm casting too far in there, I don't know, but look at this. Just tearing that kayak up. I'm gonna flip it over. They run a little wonky that way, but they still seem to work. This one may be like 7/8 straight. That might be enough. There's one thing I love about this BFS reel and rod is that I can throw something really light on the bait caster, so I'm not as worried about it twisting the heck in my line because it's not perfectly straight. And it is officially time to go. It was a fun way to close out the weekend. Started off a little wonky there, but we were able to catch some fish and have some fun. I just realized I was going to do my outro that the camera is a little dirty, so I hope the footage turned out okay. But again, thank you for sticking with me through this video. Started off a little frustrating, a little negative, but I caught a few fish. Nothing really fixes some negativity like a few fish on your line. And just a great way to end the weekend. I hope you guys consider liking and subscribing, coming back and seeing some more adventures with me. Thanks for watching.